All right, hello and welcome back, everybody. More StarLadder North American action continuing tonight. The last game, actually, here of Group A. And there's actually a lot riding on this match. I think whoever wins it will go forward in the group, qualifying second behind Complexity, who win 3-0 without even breaking a sweat. But it's SKDC versus Winterfox, and I'm Helium alongside Dust.
How's it going, bro?
It's going pretty good.
Getting ready to spatchcock your turkey tomorrow?
I am. I was prepping it up. My friend had some questions about spatchcocking, and I was just talking with them, and I'm going to make sure we spatchcock safely with protection.
Yeah, always got to make sure you do it that way. Yeah.
But anyway, talk to me about some of these lineups. And we saw SKDC do really well last night. I personally have not cast a Winterfox game yet. What's going on with that Winterfox roster?
Yeah, I mean, so desi obviously came in with flowsicK very recently. It was kind of like a rush thing because they got like a team house in Chicago and they're playing in the SteelSeries offices, and they've only been together just this month. Like, they just started playing matches together the first week in November, so they've only been a team for like 3 weeks. And of course, they went over to the Power Cup and the RGN Pro Series, and obviously things didn't go so well for them at either of those events, really. Except for like a win against that Torque Pug that Steel put together at RGN, which that win in fact was on Overpass, was the first match we're going to watch. So other than that, their Overpass results have not been so good, but they've been playing against like the best Overpass teams in NA, which is like Cloud9, Liquid, and Luminosity. So those losses are somewhat understandable, especially since it's such a new team. But yeah, we'll see what they can do tonight. I'm sure they're somewhat a favorite just based on skill level alone, but I mean, SKDC looked pretty good last night.
Yeah, they looked really good last night, and this is one of those maps. Well, this is the map that was actually closer, so maybe that's a little worrying, but I still felt that SKDC were playing a little bit better on it, even though they did end up losing it. That was a weird one, I will say. But I got to say, if FGB's bringing the intensity that he did last night, even Ocean was playing pretty crazy, and of course, inVert had the 1v4 in a round where he also got the first kill, so he got the ace as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty good clutch. I know that got spread around the CSGO subreddit. I saw that even up on the front page today. So that was definitely, yeah, it was. It was towards the bottom of the front page, but it made it. Yeah, casting immortalizes if you needed any more of an ego.
Let's be honest, Dust. We're NA casters. We'll never make the top of the front page because we're plebs.
I mean, I got pretty close up there with the Sean Gears video I did.
Well,
just want to say I got up a little bit higher than your casting.
That's okay, dude.
Pretty sure it was a subject matter. Had nothing to do with me, though. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, I think this will be an interesting game. You have Winterfox, a new team that has certainly been through a lot of struggles throughout this year, ever since they used to be sponsored by Luminosity, then Mythic, now getting picked up by Winterfox, and all the roster situations they've had to deal with between, losing 2 players and having to play with players in Europe for a while, and just, all kinds of nonsense. They've really been through a lot, and now hopefully going into the next year, they'll be able to do something with this lineup. And this is one of those events where this could be one of their first LAN debuts if they can find a way to qualify through this, as we are into the pistol round here. Looks like SKDC looking to gather up at Upper Park, which has been left open. Xp3 and desi looking for some aggression towards Party, but Xp3 has already fallen back to spot this. desi was also beginning to retreat, so we'll see how this plays out. Still not quite sure where this bomb is going. It's kind of traversing down to the stairs, actually.
Yeah, I like that. They make a presence at long, and they drop that decoy, so using that decoy somewhat effectively, about as much as you can. Nice nade from flowsicK, and it will do quite a bit of damage to 2 players. flowsicK also has a 5-7, but he's going to go down first. FGB takes him down. Anger going to push through Monster, but Els finding him, I think actually from the other side, from inside of B is where that kill came in. desi's in the pit, takes the head off of Hades, moving forward with the silenced USP. Ocean now lurking around on the post plan here with that 5-7. It's up to LeX and desi now to move in and take everyone down, but it's inVert with a nice 2K and FGB closing it out. SKDC win the pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of mentioned a little bit of fake that SKDC threw there, but that wasn't even really the big factor. I mean, flowsicK actually spotted them coming through door from sandbags, and LeX was able to get a pretty quick rotate. And I mean, Xp3 and desi were already pretty deep into the A bomb set, had already fallen back, so even their rotate was pretty fast, but it just didn't matter. They caught flowsicK. Anger tried to push Monster by himself to try to win a one-on-one duel with Ocean to try to see if he couldn't make a play. He got caught as well, so that's 2 entries to SKDC and a 5-on-3, and they wrap it up. They only lose 1 player in the process, so pretty dominant display there from SKDC, as they will take the pistol and upgrade their guns. You see Winterfox not really upgrading too much here, not getting like crazy armor. They did upgrade some pistols, but not investing too much.
In terms of
they definitely setting up for those ops for later on,
So we'll take this round to talk a little about the maps. The first pick, obviously, Mirage. Cobble's coming up next. That was a pick of Winterfox, and Inferno is once again going to be the decider. And SKDC looked really good on Inferno, and if it goes 3 maps, I think SKDC actually have a chance to take this. I'm kind of feeling the upset.
It's interesting because I know Desi did an interview before they went to the iBuyPower Cup, and he talked about how because the team had such limited time together before those LAN events, the only maps they really got to practice were I think Dust 2, Mirage, and Cobble, which of course they picked Cobble, so that actually makes sense. They would try to get a map in there that they had the most practice on, but he said they were really struggling on maps like this one and Cash, kind of the 2 maps he kind of noted that they didn't get a lot of time on. So I think SKDC certainly got a good pick out of getting this map in the pool. So yeah, I mean, they're starting off with a 2-0 here. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have a lot of CS to play, but I know Winterfox, like I said, their map pool is a bit limited since they're so new together.
All right, so 2 terrorists have fallen on this round, so the upgraded pistols did a little bit. flowsicK was able to save a P90, and that's the one SMG that it's pretty much worth saving. It might even be worth saving again and taking it into a rifle round. It's not going to be too bad on the defense.
Yeah, there's definitely some positions you could put that P90 to use. You know, if you're going to get aggressive in construction, or if you're going to play the stairs or something like that, it could hold an angle in bathrooms. I mean, it definitely can have its perks, and I mean, you see a lot of teams taking that into the opening gun round now, just to be a little bit more conservative, bank up some cash, and still have an effective gun. We are going to see Winterfox in this round getting really aggressive, even be completely open, except for LeX and flowsicK, who kind of quickly get there through the stairs. We have 2 in the bathrooms and Xp3 spotting the upper park, so definitely just trying to stack and get aggressive at the A-bomb side. Try to put this P90 to use. LeX is right there to pick it up if needed. He'll actually get a kill with the Deagle instead.
And I don't think Ocean on that kill, or even maybe the death cam afterwards, saw that there were 2 people in there, for whatever that's worth. But LeX getting the kill himself, now he's got a UMP. I want to go find either any of the other guys and send it over, because LeX was just 7 HP. Could just sit back, can hold tight with that Deagle, maybe try to hit some headshots.
And as he spots this upper park push, he's able to fall back into the site, and the rotate's already coming in here pretty well for Winterfox, so they do have a chance here.
Yeah, FGB's worked himself up behind the APC. He does get one. Desi finding a kill with the silenced USP. Anger, another one, and now flowsicK showing himself with the P90, and Winterfox will actually get themselves the round. Quite an upset here in the first 3 rounds. Now going to round 4. SKDC actually pretty broke. Els and Ocean have some money, but FGB, inVert, and Hades probably calling for the save.
Yeah, I mean, the last round they won, they lost a couple players. Had to do a little bit of rebuying, and now you're getting your money reset like this. So that certainly hurts the cash quite a lot. Just a one-save situation, though. And yeah, big round from Winterfox. The problem is FGB didn't really spot that there was like a huge stack at A up until it was too late. Like all of his team had pretty much committed, and he spots like 3 people behind Optimist and 1 person stairs, 1 pushing bank. And at that point, you're already committed to A. Kind of hard to fall back off that. You're forced to take the fights, and they lose them. So big round there from Winterfox. Now they do have SKDC on just pistols, and Desi able to get that opening pick on the Hades to kick this one off.
Yeah, using that A4 still. Ocean. FGB, nice shot onto flowsicK. Here's LeX with 2, maybe a 3rd from headshot. Also has the A4, though still running out of ammo. Pulls out the Deagle. Nice one onto Els. There's the 1 Deag, and it's inVert. Going through Monster. Anger going to hear this and reacting accordingly. So LeX with a nice 3K. And like that, it's 2-2 going into a rifle round. A lot of importance on this one for SKDC, because if they lose it, the bonus is starting to build up, but they probably would have to take a save or some Tech 9 light armor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with only a 3 loss bonus coming in next round, you know, $2,400. Highest money is going to be $2,550 unless they get some kills or a bomb plant. So yeah, certainly would be a saving situation. This doesn't work out. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of bank cash here for Winterfox. You got, you know, Anger and Xp3 both sitting a little bit north of 6K, so they have a little bit of reserve there. We do see them just opening up pretty standard, I would say. Xp3 looking for something with this op in the upper park. Desi, you know, in line, just kind of keeping his eye on the bathrooms. And we have pretty much a default setup from SKDC to begin with. Els, you know, classically lurking the deep side, Ocean alone stairs. The rest in a pack trying to challenge Xp3 right now.
Yeah, and Xp3, he knows there's a couple people down there, but he's not deciding to fall back. Now he slides off, because you either got to make that decision quickly as an opper, because there is no cover on your retreat. So it's pretty much standard fight or run and make sure you have enough time to get back to safety. Or you have to have someone else kind of support you with pop flashes from inside the site, which wasn't happening because Desi himself had pushed up onto the side of the short bathrooms.
Plus, LeX just made a play in stairs and got a 5-on-4. So at that point, you can afford to kind of retreat and just play your numbers, and that's exactly what they've done. So they're in a pretty good spot here, Winterfox. SKDC have to get some nice entries here on this A hit to really tip it back in their favor.
Nade going forward, trying to discourage SKDC from doing anything, and a little bit of damage even given to FGB, but you can see the smoke starting to come over. Desi thinking about rotating, but here's those bounces and comes right back in to the site. inVert has been spotted at long. The shot was missing. Xp3 missing another one. Xp3 actually missed 3 shots on this round, so not a good opening for him with that AWP. And now the wall of smokes is here. inVert beautifully done. Spraying into the wedge there by Optimus. Finds one frag. Gets Desi crossing behind the smokes. LeX and Anger, though, chiming in. And Anger left in a 1 versus 2, going for the retake. And SKDC so far, that A take was looking really, really nice. Kind of Navi-esque there. Probably.
Yeah.
Where they formulated the strat in the first place, but Anger still with the kit, no utility. He knows one's got to be playing back in the bathrooms. I'm not sure if he even knows that Ellis is on the site. He's checking everything, so it seems like he's got no information to work with, and he will fall.
Yes, I mean, this type of plant has been a threat on this map for quite a long time, ever since Overpass got that update.
Especially on vanilla Overpass.
Yeah, but it took one update before you could actually plant on that side and actually plant for bathrooms, and you get the wall of smoke. So that's kind of been a thing for a while, and it came up big there. Because I mean, SKDC, there's in a 4-on-5. Not only that, but there was some good counter incendiaries coming in for Winterfox to kind of hold people in place. But you know, Xp3 misses his shot that allows SKDC in. They get on top of the smokes. inVert with 2 really big kills there on top of the site boxes that pretty much changed everything. SKDC able to take it, you know, just off some great entry work. And now we have money tight on both sides at this point. Winterfox had to tap into their reserves, so they're certainly hurting for cash, and SKDC needs to try to avoid a reset here. Whoever loses this is going to be saving next round for sure, so both teams' opportunities to kind of take a nice lead going forward. SKDC gearing up for some type of D-hit, it appears, and they already find a pick on the LeX peeking into the sandbags.
Yeah, and going back to last night, and I think Noble probably not as hard an opponent of Winterfox, but SKDC did win their T-side 8-7. And here SKDC is ahead 4. Oh, wow! How is flowsicK still alive? Turning and hitting the headshot onto Ellis. Now Winterfox taking that advantage back, and it's Hades who opened up the round. He's going to have to close it out in a 1 versus 3. It will be difficult. He's going through the smoke. He actually has juked them out. He's going to take his time, but as Desi turns, he has to shoot. He gets behind the walls, and he's going back up the stairs. So now the CT is stuck with a longer rotation. They're not used to this on Overpass. They're like, what is going on?
This is very
still
awkward.
Planning for bathrooms, but he'll beat the rotators. flowsicK's not quite there. Xp3 is just coming up the steps, and we're going to go on to a Hades camera because he's the man left in the 1 versus 2.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely played himself out of a tough situation. Now he got to plant at the very least. So
gosh.
now he's flanking around bathrooms, and it's planted for this.
He's looping the
loop. Can he get there in time? Nah, he can't. The kit is in place. The just misses it. Yeah, that was really, really close. Nice attempt there from Hades, trying to make the best out of a bad situation, but just not quite enough. You saw flowsicK put up a heck of a good hold at B. Desi also chiming in with the rotate, you know, putting Hades in just a tough 1v3. Hades plays it about as best as you can, but just not quite fast enough on that long con he was trying
He needed
to
to hit some B-hops.
But he got the plant, and that helps SKDC. They wouldn't have been able to buy this round without that plant, you know?
Well, there's Xp3. His first appearance so far on this map with the op was a little rough, but that was a nice quick opener. Did take some of that nade damage. It was pre-naded by Hades, but it wasn't enough. He's gone down on Winterfox already with a 5-on-4.
They've been pretty good at getting these opening picks, actually.
Yeah, they have.
Especially at stairs or in the A side of the map. Exactly.
They're gonna go back to the stack.
They are. So SKDC setting up over here at mid. FGB is lurking over towards the B side of the map, just watching to see if anyone's going to push, but definitely the main action going to be at A unless FGB catches one, but the boost, it works. Xp3 gets the kill, and now it's a 5-on-3. As time ticks away, and SKDC keeps trying to push A.
And it looks like they will be taking a pause. It's pretty early on, and their money is going to be broken, so I doubt they're talking about an eco. Must be a... Yep, that is. Someone's gone. Yeah. Must be a technical issue.
Oh, that was FGB, the one that was sitting outside B, so I guess he wasn't lurking. He was crashed.
He was lagging. So, last man up right now is inVert. I got to say, a player I've been pretty impressed with. He's been opping extremely well. He's been rifling pretty darn well, but left in a 1v5. That's a bit too much to ask. He's met his quota already.
It wasn't last
night.
He did,
yeah, I was going to say, he basically pulled off one last night. Those don't come for free.
Yeah. Ace in a 1v4 last night, of course. That was a big play. That's actually what allowed that game to go into overtime. SKDC winds up losing it in double OT, but, ultimately winning the series, and inVert played well throughout that series. And, again, inVert's kind of a guy I've kept my eye on. I mean, back when he was playing with, I guess, what was Coast and that whole debacle, he looked pretty sharp on that team, and he had played with that group of guys for quite some time. They kind of rose up the ranks together. He and Drake and Drossel and all those guys
They
came up
coasted
from,
through the ranks.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they were CEVO main, they were ESCA Premier, they worked themselves up into the pro scene, and they were, I guess towards the bottom, but they were approaching kind of mid-tier before they fell apart.
Well, you know what they say, Dust. You gotta start from the bottom.
Yeah, and now we're here.
We are indeed.
inVert has been pretty good for this team. I was kind of wondering how he would be, because I know Wabbit was like a big deal for SKDC to get rounds and get wins just off of the play that he was able to do, and inVert's filled those shoes quite well.
Wasn't it FGB last night that dropped out of the server a couple times? I wonder.
Sure.
Man's having some issues over here.
Not sure, man. Hopefully we won't be plagued with too many of these. Last night we got through it okay. For the most part. Full 3-mapper, though. I guess the final 2 maps were pretty one-sided, though, but...
Yeah, they were really one-sided. So what's your prediction tonight? Overall map score? Which team's going to take it? Not like 2-1, 2-0 type of stuff. Not.
I mean, I think if Winterfox takes this, they should be able to 2-0 the
2-0.
series.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think so. I think they should win Cobble.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think if SKDC get Overpass, you go into Cobble. I mean, you got to give it to Winterfox. Rip?
What?
Why did he just join the server, join the wrong team, and then died? Hopefully he'll still be alive when he gets back on the T side.
The only time I've ever seen SKDC even play Cobble with this 5 was once when they lost to Complexity in this tournament, actually. And it was a pretty one-sided affair that they lost. Whereas when I've seen Winterfox play this map, while a lot of the games have been losses, they've been decent games. Like they gave CLG a pretty good run in the SCA. I meant Cobble, like going forward.
Yeah. So they should be good. But Inferno last night, SKDC were looking pretty good on it. They had some complex, like they had their B takes with Molotovs down, like smoke wall takes. They had smoke wall takes on A.
And here's
they didn't even need them. They were hitting their shots and getting entries if they were going in dry. They look quality. If it goes 3 maps, I could see SKDC maybe getting a 2-1.
Yeah, Winterfox has actually never played Inferno as a 5 since they picked up Desi or flowsicK in an official match. I mean, I don't know what they've done in practice or scrims, but there's no results.
FGB, he died when he was on the CT team, so he has no money.
Oh, boy.
Why,
that
FGB? Why?
I mean, can't they just redo the round, like with eBot? I'll just get it back?
I don't know.
I had 16K.
I don't know how to use these things.
Doubtful.
I had 16K.
Doubtful.
Yo, he's got money cheats on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal for this round. SKDC is certainly going to be saving.
It'll be live soon.
But next round, it'll be
live soon.
Pretty
Word from the admin. They've backed it up,
cool.
and it should be taken care of, so there won't be
Nice.
too big of a deal, which is nice.
Good to know.
Sometimes the stuff can incur a bit of delay.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that everybody has to die to remake. And there we go. He's got his $2,000 back, so that's nice. We're 4-3 going into round 8. I'll bring up the scoreboard. You can see the pistol round went to SKDC, but they lost the third one against. It was actually just
a saved P90.
Yeah, saved P90, and LeX had a deagle, and that was it. And they won pretty much in stairs. They got the second one because that was their rifle. SKDC was on full save. Then they come back and win a rifle round. Honestly, they should have won round 6 as well.
Well, no, that was more Hades had the crazy 1v3.
They should have won round 7, excuse me,
yeah,
SKDC, but ended up dropping it in the post plant. And here we are now in round 8 with a broken SKDC in terms of their economy.
They are quite broken. Trying to get quickly into construction here with 3 members. That bomb's actually sitting back at stairs, so maybe just trying to see if they can't fake B, then get those 3 players to go to the door and do some type of just mid-hit on A. Or they could eventually creep into B with the bomb altogether if they can find a pick like that one. Else picking up anger through the smoke. They're going to try to charge through. flowsicK has its back to it, but does get there in time to react and gets a couple of kills, so that kind of saves it.
Yeah, nicely done by flowsicK. Hades is trying to walk through the smoke here. More people going through Monster. Trying to attack from two sides, but all of them very well watched by Winterfox here in B. Only Anger going down, but another rifle now coming out for SKDC and inVert. I mean, we saw inVert pretty much opping. I feel like the ops were a really big deal last night in the SKDC Noble match, and
the
inVert
other
has not been able to pull one out yet on the T side.
And the other big thing was FGB, right? Just being able to get entries on both sides of the map was also a really, critical factor for the rounds where SKDC was successful on Overpass. That matchup they had against that one team that I can't think of. Noble. There we go. Got it.
There it is.
Xp3 real aggressive here with the op this time. Gonna find a pick and gets the bomb down, actually. Lex is in the stairs to support him, and they could really clamp down this bomb for a long while.
Hades gets one inVert coming to help him out. He was briefly smoke blind, but moves forward, finds desi. Gets the headshot. inVert and Hades somewhat low, but you've got it onto a 3-on-3. Two people on the A site right now. That'll be Xp3 and flowsicK. So one of those is the op, which has already found a kill. Xp3 out of cover, but peeks, gets the kill. Will he get another one onto Hades? Hades moving forward. Both of these guys blind, and Xp3 completely blind, but had his crosshair perfectly placed.
I mean, I will say this, that round, a little bit scary for Winterfox because, they were playing stairs and bathrooms. They got the bomb down, but SKDC, good smoke to kind of isolate the player stairs and force Xp3 to back off. They were able to collect the bomb and play themselves back into the round, but Xp3 on his retreat to A, finding, two of those final 3 kills. In fact, one of them blind with the P250, so that was really good work there from him to kind of salvage a dangerous situation, forcing SKDC right back onto just Deagles here. No armor, no utility, and they're already eating a lot of damage. Ellis down to 2 HP already. They will just go ahead and back off and kind of regroup over here towards the A side.
Oh, watch out. We got Ocean O-Deeg with the Deeg. Actually, freaking everyone has a Deagle on SKDC right now. We source now, boys?
I mean, we've seen it be effective for some players, but I definitely think that it's better just to do, P250s or Tech 9s.
Well, what was the money at? Max bonus, they didn't even buy down to $2,000, so they just went all for D. I think if you've got the money to spare, I don't mind the concept of all Deagles. I don't know if I do it every time, but it can certainly work. And Overpass is a map with a lot of long sight lines, and the Deagle is that pistol where,
I just feel like a Tech 9
and
some
from max distance.
Here's my thing though, like if you're in a situation like this, Tech 9s with some utility, like pushing B in an all-out rush or something, for example, is almost like way more economical than spending money on the Deagle.
Yeah.
Right, because a one flash and a Tech 9's the same price as a Deag, and you can actually run a play with it.
Yeah, or mix in like a Deagle or 2 and have 3 Tech 9 utilities. Yeah.
I did notice they also have a coach here in Winterfox today. It's Oso. I think he used to coach Method, if I'm not mistaken. Not too long ago, like a few months ago. It was either Method or it was Coast. I can't remember which team it was. I think it was Method that he did some coaching for. Pretty sure it was Method.
All right, LeX throwing out the smoke that I believe will be blocking Monster. He lined that one up a little bit differently, but seems to be the smoke that everyone's throwing these days.
It's a really powerful smoke. Sean Garrett's actually commented on it today on a stream that he was doing. He was talking about how that just denies B rushes so heavily. You can't really push through that. So I mean that's a really good utility to burn. Kind of like smoking bottom of banana on Inferno, for example. Like it just kills a play right off the bat. But nice pick from inVert there.
Yep, always finding out new stuff to do with the smokes. Nice to see. As Xp3 is down. Didn't hit any of the op shots. And wait, what? Wow, my GoTV's messed up. Both inVert and Hades have a kill, but only Xp3 is dead. FGB taking out LeX, so looking like a really good round for SKDC here. And oh, nice smoke down here at the opening of the bathrooms. flowsicK was trying to fend them off, but too many moving forward. FGB gets that shot, and now it's just Anger. I don't think inVert quite saw him move up the stairs, and FGB will die as a result. Anger now going to go back, and is quite low, has a kit. It's 1 versus 3. Bomb hasn't even gone down, but I think he might just be trying to save. Oh no, actually the bomb is being planted at B, and Anger's in completely the right spot. He takes down Hades, so now into a 1 versus 2 with 13 bullets left here in this magazine. And he actually has a few more to reload into, peeking down into Monster. Doesn't quite spot Els. Now does. And Els will win that duel, mainly just because of that HP advantage.
Yeah, nicely done there from SKDC just being able to catch XP3 at the upper park there and just, just barreling through the A-bomb site, just always keeping, a man ahead in the trading game. And when you already have an initial 5-on-4, that just means you're just going to ride out the round and be on top and, force Anger to try to make a 1-on-2 play. Couldn't quite do it. And now SKDC, they get it around. Still plenty of money for Winterfox to buy up this round, but it's running out. XP3, though, gets aggressive, finds that pick on the Hades, looking to try to reset SKDC's money, which would be rough this game. For the rest of this half, Ellis catching one to even it back up there to the smoke.
Catching one's a generous term.
Yeah.
Through the smoke in that short drain, and just immediately brings down Anger to even it up into a 4-on-4. So pretty fortunate. He'll add that to his list of things to be thankful for on Thanksgiving.
Start that tomorrow for us.
Unless he's Canadian, in which case his Thanksgiving isn't a real holiday. Get wrecked.
Who was it?
What
person? He's Canadian, so you're right.
Not a real holiday for you. Sorry, Els.
Their Thanksgiving was last month, I believe, right?
No, their fake holiday was last month.
Oh, my God. All right, we're done. We're done. As we are going to see SKDC staging up for a B hit here. LeX is still behind the barrel, still, biding his time. Steps out, though, and gets wrecked by Ocean. flowsicK trying to trade from the pit plane edge of the smoke, but Ocean just keeps getting the trades. Yeah, now it's a 2-on-1 for SKDC. The bomb is going to get planted here.
Yeah, bomb going down. Just XP3. And XP3 with the rifle coming down. Having to, already took so much damage through that fence from inVert down to the back of the canal, and FGB will deliver the killing blow. SKDC, it looked like they were, all the rounds were pretty close, and there was a few that SKDC should have won already, but now from 3 to 5 rounds, just like that, they're within 2, and Winterfox is on a save, so they've earned themselves a freebie here.
Yeah, it was important for SKDC to win that round to avoid their own money being reset, but it had the added benefit of now putting Winterfox onto a save, so now they could still make a really great half out of this T side. Just getting this 6th round here would still be pretty good for this map. It's a respectable score. If they can find, one more even before the half ends, and they're really in good shape, actually. And this was their map pick, of course, so that they were looking to win this one. They were quite confident on it, and they looked decent on it last night despite the double OT loss. But the push out of bathrooms here from the CT side, able to find 1 kill, but that is it. Handled very efficiently from SKDC.
Yeah, just the 1 casualty there on FGB, XP3, and flowsicK on different corners of the map right now. flowsicK is really trying to lurk around here, find somebody and get an AK, but he gets shut down by Els. And now XP3 all alone. And Ocean, Ocean. This is my favorite thing to point out. Ocean with the chance, he's so close to him too, for the team ace. And it looks like it might just happen. The stars might align. Oh. Just nearly missing it there through the gap.
Yeah, XP3 looking to try to save this AK's looking pretty good, but the chase is still on. There's still plenty of time, and Ocean and Els should probably box him in at some point. And yeah, now they do spot XP3 taking some shots, but Els will eliminate him there. So no gun save from Winterfox, and still pretty low money going in this round. Of course, they can buy, but no op going to be out in play for XP3, which he's been pretty good at getting some of these pushes in the party and getting opening picks with the AWP. He won't really have that opportunity this time around, as they have to even get a FAMAS in play there onto Anger, and pretty low on utility as well for retakes, as well as just putting holds on chokes. So this is definitely around where SKDC does have an advantage when it comes to equipment value. What?
You said putting holds on choke, and then I said choke holds. If I was on camera, you would have seen me performing a chokehold MMA style.
Worthless interruption is basically what
Yeah, whatever.
was.
Get interrupted. Op on inVert, though.
ETI, bro.
That's the scary part. I'm scared. I'm scared for the lives of my friends on Winterfox because inVert has an op. Also, a lot of Shadow Daggers in play tonight. And as a fan of the Shadow Daggers, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm thankful for the Shadow Daggers. But inVert's been gone. The sniper duel, and one of them doesn't even have a sniper rifle. XP3 takes down inVert, but FGB there for the trade. Does take a lot of damage for it, but picks up the op. And we even saw FGB opping last night, and he also looked very good with that weapon. He looked pretty much pretty good.
Gotcha. As we are seeing Bomb being staged up over here in the late part of the round toward A, so it seems like they are making that commitment. Desi, though, still inside the site with the M4, is able to find a kill there on the FGB, so he's keeping it even in a 3 versus 3 as time ticks away. There's still alert going on from Ellis at the B bomb site, and yeah, they actually will transition the bomb the stairs. flowsicK already rotated, so the fake working out pretty well here as Hayes is going to slip into the B bomb site now for free and get that plant. So I think Winterfox maybe over-rotated a bit there. Desi thought he had the intel, but it wasn't the best, and now they'll have to try to make a retake happen with no utility, just one flash on flowsicK.
Yeah, that will be hard. Desi does have that kit, but no, I mean, B is definitely the easier site to retake. Although Ocean's in a pretty good spot, that's always going to catch at least one person. And whoa, Anger going for the... They boost up on the retake? That was pretty awesome. I'm surprised they get away with it. And now look at flowsicK just going and clearing corners. Anger is there. I just realized that Anger has spelled his name wrong on purpose. Hopefully on purpose.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while, bro. You're late. It's okay. It's okay. But you're right. That boost certainly ballsy, like to pull that off. But because SKDC is playing so passive, you know, they're playing deep in monster and in that back corner, they don't have any eyes on that catwalk, and so they were able to make the boost happen. And I mean, they knew Ocean was there, right? He got a kill on Desi over there in the stairwell, so they had the intel, but to pull that off with no one actually checking cat from SKDC, that's really well thought out by Winterfox. Thinking, okay, these guys are just playing post plant, so we should be able to make this work.
Which is surprising, right? I mean, we saw a few rounds even last night where you're like, all right, just play post plant, but people were peeking and being crazy. That only works because SKDC was just so reserved; they didn't want to peek anything.
They were playing
They were playing it correctly, and that boost really punished it. That was cool stuff.
Indeed. How you break a standard play? You throw out some shenanigans. Worked out.
inVert's got the op again, and even though they won, it was still very costly. Only one member surviving, but it's Xp3 op. M4 or for Moss, it makes no difference to this man. He's got the entry, the first kill on so many rounds here for Winterfox. Even still, FGB just charged through a Molotov. I mean, no big deal. LeX will trade him out, and flowsicK playing on the other side of those sandbags, which are actually concrete, but whatever. And Ellis with a nice shot onto flowsicK. Winterfox with that advantage. Yeah, no. Well, cement, concrete, same shit.
Exactly.
Worthless interruption dust. As look at Xp3. Look at this guy. That was sick. That was a nice transfer with the FAMAS, which is a terrible gun, by the way.
I also want to point out like what was the actual big play there. So you saw obviously Anger kind of stuck in a tough spot, right? Like he has to keep his eyes on monster, and also his sandbags aren't really covered because there's a bait setup going on, right? Like flowsicK's playing like in the corner of the sandbags. You have LeX on the catwalk, like playing a crossfire with flowsicK almost. So Anger is certainly bait in that scenario because he's getting pushed from monster, and these guys can peek him from construction. But that sells it, right? They never think that flowsicK's going to be hiding, you know, behind the sandbag after they picked off Anger and they spot LeX on catwalk. They think, okay, that's their 2B defenders. We got this. But flowsicK able to just play really sneaky there and just make that bet setup work. And so that gave SKDC the main advantage really through the entire round, just off that initial defense. They do secure that last round, and now they have it 9-6 going into this pistol.
So we'll see LeX with some utility, smoke 2 flashes. Ocean on the other side for SKDC goes for the kit. Els with some utility, everyone else with armor. And quickly through the stairs, Winterfox opening the door. No one in construction. SKDC are playing back in the sights. An important pistol round for them. It can pretty much tie it up 9-9 just like that. And now on the, I think as most people would agree to, still the favorite side on the CT side, and FGB with a nice headshot onto LeX. Now inVert's turn as he's in a bit of a cheeky spot, but it will be checked. Still, flowsicK will fall. Desi with the trade, but now you're a man down on Winterfox.
And down, Winterfox trying to play themselves out of it here. We see a couple more kills go off, leaving Anger all alone now in this pistol, trying to see if he can't make a miracle happen. He does have the bomb. He's got a lot of time to play around with, but it's going to be so hard to find any safe way to plant when the rotates are going to be able to be so fast with where FGB is located. Everyone's deep inside the A site. He will try to run into B, but Ellis is just waiting for him here, playing by graffiti. Anger isn't going to get to the site. He will go for the plant. Ellis is going to challenge, not wait for his teammates to get over here. He doesn't want to allow the bomb to plant, but now he's got enough time to get those players in position, so Anger still can't really plant, and now they're just pressing him in for the frags now.
This is always the awkward part of pistol round. It's in a position where Anger could maybe plant, but you really don't want to allow that on the CT side. But then you kind of got to peek and maybe give yourselves a chance to lose 2 sequential 1v1s, so it can get a little bit awkward, but they will survive as FGB takes him down with the headshot. I think that was his second kill in the round.
Yeah, I mean, with that round, like, Ellis peeks first to stop him from planning, and though he loses that duel, it buys enough time for the other two players to get in position and, like, you know, keep preventing Anger from really ever being able to comfortably plant the bomb without having to worry about being pushed by two players at once. So
even
it was well played.
When Anger was peeking off the sight box, like, he was just fighting one person at a time. Like, if that Glock shot, like, one more Glock shot landed, he would have had himself a 1v1.
Yeah. Certainly.
It was still a close round and a much-needed one for SKDC if they want to have a chance here. And Winterfox with the Tech 9's LeX starting this round off. And again.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, forcing up and making it work. They're already plowing into A. LeX continues to push into the stairwell. He does finally get taken out by Ellis' SMG, but desi will get this bomb planted. They do have a 4 versus 3, so they're looking to, you know, force SKDC onto a double save if they can actually completely convert this. But one does get caught. The tagging comes in, and now we have a 3-on-3.
And the smokes are going down to get this defuse. Will they remember the angles? And FGB, last one up. flowsicK and desi taking out his teammates. FGB out of the smoke after the defuse. Does get one more kill with the P90. And that was a bit costly. However, Winterfox didn't get the bomb plant. They forced up in that round. They don't really have...
They didn't get the bomb
I mean, yeah, sorry. I meant in the pistol they didn't get the bomb plant. But they get it there having forced, which would still generally mean, hey, let's save and then go for a full buy. But because some team members survived on that round, as they have that FAMAS, flowsicK having full utility because of it, and an AK able to be dropped, they actually do get a buy earlier than you would expect. And now hearing that AK, SKDC will know about it.
Yeah, and we do see inVert hearing it, trying to get away, but Anger's going to pick him off there, and so now they're going to keep pushing this A bomb site. The rotate is coming in. Hades is still sitting bathroom. FGB and Ocean already starting to make their way towards A as well. They'll get there in time before the execute sets in, and Hades and Ellis are finding some damage, but Hades goes out, and now it's a 4-on-3 for Winterfox. And it's over.
Everyone's
wow, that
dead.
was a quick exchange. Yeah, wasn't much to say, and there you have it. Winterfox finally getting around here. Those bomb plants having the money to force a buy out like that, and it's successful. They're up 10-8.
And another pause coming in. I wonder, they haven't wrote anything in chat, so maybe still just technical. But SKDC on this round, they are broken, so not a lot to talk about here, but certainly they will have a lot of pressure, and they are taking a tactical. Maybe talking a little bit about this round, like what do we want to do? Maybe let's try to cause as much damage as possible with just pistols, and then also discuss a little bit, or probably even more, about the rifle round you'll take in round 20, which still won't even have that much money into it, because these guys are really poor.
Yeah, this seems like an odd time to take attack. Like, you're pretty much in double save territory at this point. There's not much you're going to be able to do unless you're planning to do some type of, like, force this round, since you know you're going to have to save next round no matter what if you lose. Like, you could, like, get some equipment this round, full save next, and you're back to buying. So maybe that's what they're thinking about, like, hey, what can we actually afford to buy here to challenge while still leaving us the ability to buy in a couple of rounds? Yeah, I'm not really sure. It seems a little bit early. Maybe it's just to get their mind right. Maybe there's a little bit of too much chatter going on. They just want to, you know, reset everyone's nerves. I'm not really... I don't think that was the optimal time to pause, but who knows? Maybe
I don't either. I don't understand why. Just take a Swedish eco and sit back and stay in spawn. Yep. Well, I mean, spawn's a site, so I guess it's a little harder. It's actually kind of hard to do that on Overpass. Go sit in the stairs or something and just talk about your round. Winterfox is likely going to kind of take it slow and try to get some information. Although, as I say that, they just storm straight into B. Not scared of this. Not scared of this eco or a stack at all. And 3 players for SKDC still back in the stairs, upper tunnels area. LeX getting inVert. Hades fighting. Not quite able to kill LeX. Whoa! flowsicK almost got stabbed with that knife. It would have been a left click. Sounded like it hit the wall. And there's flowsicK.
Getting some extra cash, too.
Yeah, extra money with that submachine gun.
Yeah, paid for itself, plus another $150. And I guess, I don't know if he's going to keep it or not. I mean, they probably should. They know SKDC still doesn't really have the money here. So, yeah, they're going to roll it over the next round as well. It's a smart decision. And desi even collected a FAMAS a couple of rounds ago. So they're pulling a lot of cash by, you know, not upgrading. And just kind of realizing that they still have the edge because SKDC is so poor right now. They're going to try to get aggressive here on construction. They do get an equal exchange thus far. The bomb will slip into the B site from Monster, but, I mean, SKDC already in position to challenge and retake here, but they do lose out that duel, and so the bomb goes down and Hayes is left alone.
Oh, Hades. It looked like he was walking through that smoke, and it was about to be a perfect timing to get a free frag as that player still had a flash out. But desi shutting it down, living on 1 HP, keeping that AK into this round. Both him and LeX on about $7,900. flowsicK just under 10K, but still needs to buy a rifle. Unless one has been dropped for him. flowsicK? There it is. Late purchase running out of spawn. inVert's got the op on the CT side. He should be able to do a little bit more with it on the CT side, just, you know, the nature of this game, being defensive.
Getting a lot of intel right now.
Those angles, and yeah, it goes right up to Party, looking out over Fountain and seeing nothing. So right away he knows it's going to be a B hit, and flowsicK has missed that Molotov quite badly, but LeX gets the entry anyway, along with the help of desi, and they're going to push forward into pit. Just missing Ocean as he slides around on the catwalk, and now with that silence, he'll be able to take down Anger, and moving through brings down Xp3. flowsicK getting revenge on his fallen comrades. Hades rotating into Graffiti, found one and done. desi and Pit with a good angle up top. It's a 2-on-2 retake here for inVert and Els moving in. desi taking them down on low HP, still surviving, and now it doesn't really matter since inVert just has an op anyways. And inVert probably the man to watch. He had some nice clutches last night. That nade not quite going the distance. desi will take him down, and it's 13-8 right now for Winterfox.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, inVert gets all the intel in the world, you know, seeing that no one's going even towards A at all. The problem is they're so far pushed up A, so that means the rotate's going to be pretty far off for inVert's op, because he's all the way in the balloons, and even Ocean was pretty pushed up in bathrooms, and that's exactly why you throw that smoke from spawn in the monsters, because you know the B rush is kind of your weak point. You're trying to deter that from happening, but Winterfox, they just push through that smoke. They get the entry on the FGB. The rotate's not there yet, and they just power the site. Now, SKDC had a decent retake effort going on there for a little bit. They got it back into a 2-on-2, in fact, but this wasn't quite enough, and Winterfox are going to skate out ahead now. They're going to force FGDC to save again, and they're reaping the benefits of that. They already have a 4-on-2 in this round, and they're approaching that map point.
The thing about that smoke, though, from spawn to the end of monster is, as a terrorist, if you actually just rush it, you will still beat CTs, having pushed through the smoke. You'll have committed pretty fully into running through monster, but you do get there about the same time, since the smoke is on the far side of monster. So that's definitely something to think about when throwing that, I would say. Oh, shit with the one! The what? The dose dig? What do I call this?
Wow, that was pretty nuts. Unfortunately, it doesn't lend to a round victory, but
oh my god.
I like how both our reactions were just so raw, just like what, like that's your natural reaction. There's no casting involved in that. That's just what everyone probably thought when they saw that happen. That was just pretty cool stuff, but again, it didn't lead to a victory. Winterfox up 14-8. This is SKDC's last stand here. They are hitting max loss bonus, but they're not going to have so much to work with next round. Only Ocean really has the reserve thanks to those Deagle frags. So this is kind of SKDC's, you know, last big opportunity with full firepower to try to hold off Winterfox. inVert, he's getting tagged up. He does find a kill, though.
I like not turtle in Twitch chat. It's called the Jose dig, as opposed to the Juan dig.
I like it.
I dig it. So
props to you. Unspoken hero.
Hades getting 2 here in the long bathrooms, maybe a third. LeX, though, will end the silliness. Can I say he finishes him off in the bathroom, or is that too... Are there implications on that? I don't know. As LeX, yeah, he will get another one, finds inVert. He's alone in a 1 versus 3. He's got the bomb. He's got that going for him, but it's going to be a tough situation.
That's this is a big round to win. A round to win for SKDC.
Peace up. See ya.
As good to win that there for SKDC, and it wasn't even at that high of a cost either, so they only have to rebuy a couple of players, so that helps out their money going forward as they try to mount this comeback. But this is still the big one, right? I mean, getting your money reset here, you had to have a couple of guys rebuy, so money's quite low on 3 of the players. So they're not out of the woods yet. That was a big round to win, but this is the one that really counts. You know, Winterfox is going to be coming fast and heavy too at this B bomb side. It looks like the way they're setting up. But there's a good defense here. See if they can make it work.
And they push through that smoke. FGB is sitting at a smoke as well. That will neutralize his position a little bit. He's forced to run out, and he's gone down. Hades actually, but even before that, Ocean to fall. Winterfox storming onto this B site. They don't have a care in the world. I mean, that looked easy from them. And LeX going up and getting that last frag. inVert did find 2, so he caused a little bit of damage, but that's 15-9 just like that. It's match point.
Yeah, I mean that was a big round to lose. You know, getting your money reset in a situation like this. I mean, you can see the consequences of that. They're only able to get out 2 M4s, a scout, and a couple of pistols. Pretty low on utility as well, and that means Winterfox is just really set up to take this game now. And they're going to get 6 chances to close it out, and money's going to be low for SKDC the whole way through. But inVert finding the headshot with the scout, nicely done, and be able to back up as well. And then Hades want the deagle, so this is falling apart for Winterfox.
Ooh, Hades again. flowsicK was low, so it looks like a 1-dig, but I don't know if it really was. We'll have to get the referees involved in that one. Anger and desi left in a 2 versus 5 and checking out their money. Not actually super good, but I mean, they're terrorists. They might as well go for it anyway. And look at Anger. Might actually find Ellis through the sheet metal. Nearly does. Desi taking some more damage too. And it seems that he knows one more is down on that hallway, but Ellis striking. And then taken down by Anger. Who is that actually back there? That is, that's Hades. And he goes down to Anger. 3K left in a 1-on-2. Will this man pull off the ace? Let's check in. With Anger still on the stairs, trapped in here. inVert with, oh, not an op. It's actually a scout. And what a one-tap by Anger. That was amazing. And, oh, the bomb. The prized possession of every terrorist. 4K. And it's FGB waiting patiently here in the A site. 30 seconds. It's actually kind of pigeonholed. Anger, he's got to go here.
Yep.
He's going to try to throw some smokes,
smoke.
get it to pop down in B. I actually should have followed that. Kind of curious about pulling up the map to see where... I'm not following it.
Yeah, just say don't follow.
Oh, it went down in the connector, so it didn't actually go anywhere that it's going to fake out FGB. He didn't hear it, and the bomb going down. He definitely hears that, but it's still Anger with a chance, and he does a lot of damage, but it's not enough. FGB will win the round for SKDC, who won... what was this? They didn't have that much weaponry. They still had deagles, so it was somewhat of a force buy. Obviously, a force buy. They're buying to win.
Yeah, they had 2 M4s and a scout and 2 pistols. But Hades made some big plays with the deagle inside the stairs, and that made all the difference. Also, inVert, again, getting the opening pick with the scout certainly aided in that effort as well. And they still have a chance at this. They just got to win 5 in a row to put it into OT. Money not really the factor so much anymore for SKDC. I mean, they have to win out. Winterfox, in the meantime, has kind of bought all the way down. They actually would have to save next round. If they lose this one, that means SKDC could push it to 12, and all of a sudden, the comeback effort doesn't look so... I mean, it has some life to it, basically. So, yeah, this is Winterfox's big round. Like, if they want to put this one away easily without having to go through a lot of trouble, this is one they need to get.
That's a nice little smoke that just went down. It was thrown from back here at the Dragon Wall, and it neutralizes Hades' position. Even smokes them off so they could cross through that smoke. It forced Hades to go over to the long bathroom, and that's what Anger is now going to work on clearing. He's going to be the man taking point in this situation, or is desi just going to make a ton of noise? I think desi kind of got Anger killed right there. Desi, though, does get a frag, so at least it went 1 for 1. Xp3 and desi took so much damage, though. Almost not worth.
We had the bomb pretty pushed up in Upper Park. It's not fully committed, but it's certainly in a position where it seems like they want to try something today. flowsicK still trying to pull attention at B, trying to hold people in place. LeX is even starting to slide through the stairs, and yeah, actually are transitioning bathrooms, so they are going to get away. I think inVert might somewhat hear this and kind of understand what might be going on, but there is a nice boost even going on for FGB as well to maybe catch the guy off guard, as the commitment is now to this B bomb site, smoking off window, fire coming in, and here they go.
That Molotov going to delay a little bit. Bomb hasn't got onto the site. Ellis is like, I want to go on the boost too. But look at inVert. Striking from behind. Take it down 2. FGB over the boost. Brings down desi. And now flowsicK left in a 1 versus 4. So SKDC will continue to fight for their right to play in overtime.
I mean, that was just a good read from inVert. He was in the bathrooms the entire time, so he heard them transitioning through the stairs to B and just played a really good timing on that flank and gets to 2 kills. And that's pretty much what ends the round. You know, Winterfox, though they had lost a player, they still had a chance to win that on the B split, but inVert pretty much broke it. Well done. SKDC staying in it. Winterfox forced to pretty much save except for the 1 AK that flowsicK held on to, and this is SKDC mounting that comeback, looking for that OT.
Yeah, so flowsicK, who did stay alive after time there in round 26. We'll keep that AK nade, flash, and armor going into this round. Everyone else upgrading pistols, a couple deagles, and we actually find LeX with his in the stairs, the connector there. Hades takes him down, and now Hades hearing a lot more foot traffic behind him. Going to try to smoke to stay alive. Has a P2K, and does actually get 1 frag with it. Desi, though, through the smoke connects, and they take him down. And that means another rifle over to Winterfox.
He picks up that M4, but Ellis is going to catch flowsicK, so the AK is down, and now it's just a 2 versus 4. So Winterfox chasing Hades gave him an opportunity, but now it's kind of been erased thanks to the work of Ellis.
Yeah, Ellis with a nice 2K. Desi still with that rifle. No armor, though, so it'll be difficult at best. Maybe get one more frag here. Has been spotted. Oh, there's that frag. Brings out inVert. Didn't take any damage for it either, so now he can just start trying to cause more damage to SKDC, and that's going to make their comeback a lot more difficult. I bring up the scoreboard here, and you can see no one really has that much money, and there is no loss bonus, of course. And Desi getting trapped in midair is a little concerning there.
Yeah, so still going to get enough money here with that win to get the money back in order. Ocean is going to even drop an op over to inVert, but now Winterfox is back onto a full buy. And of course, we know they've had a successful T side, right? There was a point in time where they won, 5 rounds in a row, 6 of 7 rounds right there in the middle of the half. So certainly they've been pretty successful in their T side. They have a couple of full buy opportunities to try to put it away now in regulation, and this is the first attempt at it. inVert looking for something with that op, but no one there. They're actually committing a lot of their forces over to bathrooms, which Hayes is in the area over towards the upper park to hold out. Wolf peek, and he gets taken down.
Nice opener by flowsicK. He was the one man with the Tech 9, and he earned himself the rifle. He's got the M4A1S right now. Smoke's going down on the site. Bit of a gap in that one. Still, though, Desi just fragging. Els tries to get a incendiary out, but it's too late. He does get one. FGB and Ocean now left to rotate up. It's going to be difficult. Smoke's going down now, blocking the stairs. I think Bank is still available. Yeah, it is. So that's where FGB is going to go. And now Ocean has caught up. So FGB going to start trying to work out of the Bank. Nice shot onto LeX. flowsicK, I don't know if he quite spotted him. Might have just missed him there at long. And Anger hiding behind the flowers there. flowsicK and Anger just like that. Getting those last 2 kills pretty much at the same time. It's 16-12. Overpass. The first map here in the best of 3 goes the way of the Winterfox.
Yeah, you could just see Winterfox kind of changing the pace there at the end. I mean, we did see them run some quick B hits for sure, but it seemed like every time they worked A was usually pretty slow, and a lot of the time they would just transition the stairs and go B anyway. But that round, you could see I think that was actually really the first time we saw them commit so many numbers to this rushing mid. Like even when they committed high numbers at A throughout the half, it was usually at upper park. To put a presence there, force the opper back, deny information, and then from there they could just use that map control to play it how they wanted, just like methodically. But there they just plowed 3 people through bathrooms within the first 20 seconds, caught a couple of picks, and used that to overpower the A-bomb side. So I like the play call there. It was, like I said, just changing it up, changing the pace a bit, caught I think the SKDC guys off guard a bit and allowed them to secure the map without the need for an overtime. So 1-0 lead for Winterfox going into their pick cobble and put themselves up to try to 2-0 this series.
Yeah, it could be tough, I think, for SKDC. But I mean, we've seen what they're made of. They're looking pretty good on the maps we've seen. We saw Overpass twice. We haven't seen them play on Cobble yet, or at least we haven't so far in StarSeries. So it'll be a new look at them, see what they can do there. I think it's going to be tough now to win a map. But if they do, Inferno, they looked really good on that map. I kind of actually want to see them play Inferno against Winterfox. So a third map would be nice.
It would be Winterfox's first official match on Inferno as well, if we did get there. So that would be kind of cool to see how they play it, since we've never seen them play it before. And that would certainly be a disadvantage, though, to them, too, that they haven't had that official match experience, whereas SKDC, like you said, looked pretty decent on it last night.
Yeah, and that'll be coming up after a short break. But before we go, I just want to remind you what you're watching. This is the StarLadder iLeague StarSeries 14 North American coverage by myself, Helium, and Dust with me. You can find us on Twitter if you enjoyed the cast. I'm at HeliumBrella. Dust is at Dust Murray, and both of those are in the title of this broadcast here on Twitch. So, yeah, just hang around after a short break. We'll be back on Map 2 Cobble. Sit tight.